everyone wanted into beautiful products that brought income and pride. And in other places affected by climate change, I saw women use local plants to generate innovative products, creating jobs and helping nature recover. With inventiveness, humility, and strength, they transform adversity into entrepreneurship. These life lessons inspired us to create Badi, a mission-driven company that invests in and co-builds social businesses with strong local impact. At Badi, we believe in a new way of doing business, one that combines profit, impact, and dignity. We work with women-led cooperatives, small businesses, and startups. Together, we design flexible financial solutions and transformation technologies, improve market access, and develop strong branding. We focus on job-creating sectors such as agribusiness, recycling, crafts, and ecotourism. But more than we believe in co-creation, we don't bring really made solutions. We build together, we listen, we learn, and we adapt. This is also the spirit of the social and solidarity economy. People coming together to solve problems, create jobs, and improve their lives. Today in Morocco, there are more than 60,000 cooperatives, most led by women. They are shaping the economy. They're shaping the economy of tomorrow. To all the cooperatives and entrepreneurs here today, your creativity and courage are powerful. You are not beneficiaries, you are leaders. This week is a celebration, but also a call to action. Let's continue working together, let's build partnerships that last, and let's keep women and local communities at the center of our efforts. Together, we can build the Africa we want, from the ground up, with strength, with dignity, and with hope.
Today, we celebrate the strength and determination of Moroccan and Ethiopian women who are breaking down barriers, redefining norms, and inspiring future generations. There is no doubt that Ethiopia and Morocco have become, due to mutual willingness and effort, two strategic partners, not only at the continental level, but at the international level as well. To this end, Morocco aspires that its partnership with Ethiopia can be set as a model, given that both countries share the same visions towards the African development as well as to the South-South cooperation. This event is a genuine, clear illustration of this flourishing, ongoing cooperation between our two countries. I have strong faith that this partnership between our two countries will rise to a distinguished level, and it is essential here to remind the visit of His Majesty, King Mohammed VI, may Allah assist him, to Ethiopia in 2016, during which many important agreements in different sectors have been signed, illustrating Morocco's strong will to consolidate its policy towards its African continent in the frame of a South-South cooperation. Therefore, it is important to shed light on the OCP investment and multifaceted cooperation experience here in Ethiopia, among which the economic empowerment of women and youth. In this regard, we have the immense pleasure to have with us OCP, who, with strong growth potential, has adopted an in-depth cooperation and, at the same time, an on-the-ground approach, contributing actively involved in creating, implementing, and monitoring its methodology favoring women empowerment and emancipation. Worse is to be recalled that Morocco's public policy in women's empowerment is part of a global approach aimed at promoting gender equality and strengthening the role of women in all areas of socio-economic and political life. The main pillars of this policy are the legislative and institutional framework, the awareness-raising and education programs and vocational training programs, due to which initiatives have been put in place to offer women vocational training and employment opportunities, particularly in the crafts, agriculture, and new technology sectors. Microcredit and support for women entrepreneurs is another pillar by which women entrepreneurs have been developed to promote their financial independence. Morocco has made significant strides in promoting women's economic empowerment, recognizing it as a key driver of sustainable development. The country has implemented various policies, programs, and legal reforms to enhance women's participation in the labor market, entrepreneurship, and financial inclusion. Female cooperatives and SMEs are unsung heroes of Morocco's economy, fostering inclusive growth and preserving cultural heritage. While challenges persist, targeted support in finance, infrastructure, and education can unlock their full potential as engines of sustainable development. Morocco's future prosperity depends on empowering its women, not just as workers, but also as leaders and innovators. To conclude, Morocco's public policy on women's empowerment is multidimensional and aims to create a favorable environment for women's development in all areas. Although challenges remain, particularly in rural areas and in the effective implementation of laws, the efforts made reflect a strong political will to promote gender equality and strengthen the role of women in Moroccan society. Before I conclude my remarks, allow me to address a particular thanks to the joint team from the Ministry of Women and Social Affairs, the Embassy of the Kingdom of Morocco, and the OCP for their efforts to make this gathering a successful event. We seize this occasion to express our thanking to the Ministry of Women and Social Affairs, who wanted to make of this space a promoting area of putting together solid bases for networking between diverse actors. We are also grateful to OCP Group for sponsoring this event and for being with us during this celebration. Together, let's build a future where every woman can fulfill her potential. Long live female empowerment in Morocco and Ethiopia. I thank you for your attention. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
As it has been mentioned by the former speakers, this event is far more than the ceremonial gathering. It is a powerful reflection of the enduring and deep-rooted bilateral relations between the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia and the Kingdom of Morocco. Relations between our two sisterly countries and nations have long been anchored in mutual trust, respect, and shared aspiration, and a strong foundation of diplomatic, economic, and socio-economic collaborations. Throughout history, Ethiopia and Morocco have stood as pillars of Pan-African solidarity and mutual understanding in Africa. Our two nations have consistently demonstrated a commitment to advancing the South-South cooperation, which promotes not only the exchange of best practices and experiences, but also the spirit of joint responsibility in addressing common development challenges in two countries. Today, we are gathered to reaffirm and deepen the commitment through the lens of social and solidarity economy models, which have proven to be transformative in addressing structural inequalities, gender inequalities especially, creating decent work, and empowering communities, particularly women and youth in our countries. It's obvious that agriculture is the backbone of our economy, and it's also a sector where women sow the seeds of change. They are not only participating in the agriculture, but they are the seeds of change as a whole. This week is a bold call to action to recognize women's cooperatives and businesses in agriculture, to elevate their entrepreneurial pursuits, and to build solidarity-driven economies that enable sustainable livelihood in our communities. I strongly believe that empowering women in agriculture is a strategic intervention that would ensure food security and pathway to sustainable development and prosperity in the country and across the continent. I strongly believe that I always say empowering women economically is a key to all other empowerments. Thank you. Therefore, we need to give due attention for enhancing women entrepreneurship programs in agriculture as a tool for transformation. It's not just as a tool to benefit women, but women will benefit at the same time. They are going to be a change maker in the society as well. So it's very important to give due attention to empower women economically. We must ensure that women have equitable access to land, finance, training, and technology. Entrepreneurship in agriculture must not only reserve it for the privileged ones, it must be accessible to every woman with dream, skill, and knowledge as well. That means supporting women cooperatives and businesses, women-led agro-businesses, and locally driven innovation is very important intervention. We also need to create markets that are inclusive, resilient, and fair. I urge all stakeholders gathered here and beyond to pledge to amplify women's voices, provide mentorship, by providing capacity building programs, and forge strategic partnership across borders, like the inspiring collaboration that we are celebrating together with the Kingdom of Morocco today. Let us envision an Africa where rural women become innovators, where daughters of mothers inherit not just land, but legacies of leadership in agriculture, and where women's hands calloused from tilling the soil to holding tools of technologies, finance, and freedom. It is believed that this platform that we initiated for the very first time provides an opportunity to explore how agriculture, innovation, value addition, and cooperative-based and small, medium-scale enterprises can leverage to transform rural economies and support national resilience. As the Ministry of Women and Social Affairs, which is a responsible institution, organization to empower women economically, we currently are developing a strategic program on women in agriculture to empower rural women economically. This program is designed to be piloted for the very first time in Gambela region. Some of you might just know Gambela region, which is rich in resources, natural resources, and nature is abundant there. And women are hardworking. So we would love to pilot this Women in Agriculture program in Gambela region. And the first ever female regional president is also in Gambela, Her Excellency Alamitu. So we are so proud to initiate or to pilot this program there. I also would like to call upon the government of the Kingdom of Morocco and OCP to join hands in making this program reality in Ethiopia. In conclusion, I just would like to say, let us work hand in hand to build resilient communities and inclusive economies that leave no one behind. Let us reaffirm our unwavering belief and commitment in the potential of South-South cooperation as a force for sustainable development, peace, and shared prosperity in our countries. Let this week be the beginning of a new change and a new chapter, a chapter where Morocco and Ethiopia stand together as co-authors of this initiative for our mutual benefit and prosperity. Together, I strongly believe that we are not just building economy ties, we are building hope, dignity, and future worth of our generation and children. I wish you a productive platform, and I wish both Ethiopian and Moroccan women here to exchange their experiences and practices and to create network. Networking is very important. So this is the first one, but it is not the last one. It's gonna be a sustainable, I hope so, in the near future also we will have the same kind of cooperation and collaboration. I thank you so much, and God bless you all.
This is very an amazing event. As you know, these days Africans need to start trade each other as an Africa free trade activity. So this is a wonderful starting activity that which is Ethiopia with Morocco to do trade and business to business together, and we're very happy to see this, and I hope it will going to continue with other African countries as well. Very important, when you empower women, you empower a community. That's how we see it, because women hold a lot of things in our community. Woman is a mother and everything. So empowering women as a community important, and also trade between African countries to develop like this is very important. That's why my company, Pagme Festival, is established to promote business to business, culture to culture activity in Ethiopia. So we promote this a lot in our service. Last year, around 10 embassies participating on our festival. From different countries that they come to promote the culture and the business, trade to trade. Africa is a big continent. We have a market in our continent by itself. So it's a great initiative in beginning. Wow. Morocco is like a country with ancient history. And then also their music and their style of dancing and the instrument they're using to play is very similar with our country. That's why usually we invite them to our festival, because Ethiopian are having the 13 months, and my company organizing the Pagme as a 13-month festival, which is the biggest festival right now. It's 8th edition. We are bringing now many countries to participate on this festival. So Morocco is one of the countries to come to culturally to promote this festival. Yeah, my message is for the community, please participate in such kind of events. And then, we need to know Africa in general. We need to know African potential, because most people thinking only outside of Europe and so on, but enough to trade in Africa is a big business now. So please be in our festival from September 5 to 11 at Ntoto Park. Pagme Festival will be there, bringing many African countries to sell and to promote, to trade each other.
As someone coming from Morocco, I feel very proud, first of all, to represent my heritage, and second of all, is to see and witness how the collaboration between Morocco and Ethiopia is taking shape in a much interesting and beautiful way that also include women artisanship, craftsmanship, agriculture, and more. It's important because women has to be seen and has to be celebrated, either in Morocco or in Ethiopia, in Africa in general. So I believe that kind of initiatives is a plus for our communities because it also creates connections and a network between women from different backgrounds, but with the same goals, succeed in what they do. My brand is focusing on high-end accessories and home design. We are using one of the finest wool across the Atlas range in Morocco and North Africa, and everything we do is handcrafted, involving only the best and master artisans across Morocco, which also include beautiful cooperatives of women with whom we collaborate to create those unique products. I believe that craftsmanship has similarities between countries all over the world. Ethiopia, Morocco, even countries in South America, because crafts, when it's handmade, it speaks to you. It speaks to the humankind in a very unique way. It's a personal dialogue between people, draw products made handmade. Especially if we talk Morocco and Ethiopia, we are talking about both countries across Africa, and we know how much this continent is rich with colors, fabrics, raw materials, and most of all, human capacities. So both of them share those beautiful features and values. Oh, first time, and I feel like it's not gonna be the last time. I love Addis Ababa, and I want to discover other cities across Ethiopia, and have as much coffee as I can, and take as much coffee as I can to Morocco, because I believe Ethiopia is just stunning as a country the way it is, hospitality here at its finest. For now, I'm just visiting Addis Ababa, but I should definitely schedule another trip to see other places across Ethiopia.